I came to the United States from Trinidad at the age of 19. My sister first, Alma, she got enrolled into Borough of Manhattan Community College, and she sort of encouraged me also to come with her. But prior to that, I really was inspired also to be a nurse, and that was from, when I was in Trinidad, younger. My grandmother was sick. She had a visiting nurse coming home to take care of her. They did such a great job that I myself said I always wanted to be a nurse. Got here to America, and that was a perfect opportunity for me. Well, prior to that, while I was going to school, I was employed with the Department of Health TB and HIV unit as a clerk. When I passed my state board in nursing, they gave me a job, of course, immediately in the clinic, and I worked as a public health nurse with the Department of Health. During that time, I was at Hunter. I went to Hunter, I did my bachelor's. When I finished my bachelor's, I got employed at Brookdale University Medical Center in Brooklyn in the ICU, CCU department. And I worked there for about 9 years, and I realized that community care nursing is what I wanted to do. So I got employed by Visiting Nurse Service of New York, and I've been with them for 5 years. What I remember clearly in my academic career at BMCC was that, number one, they were highly recommended. Number two, the professors were, they came with strong backgrounds. Their passing grades for the nursing boards was high. I mean, it was like something like, at that time I remember, it was like something like 90 to 95% of the students that sat the state board for the nursing passed, and the majority of them passed at the first shot. So that gave me encouragement to, to come to the college, and I did it. There were great professors. I remember in nursing classes, there was like the medical professor was excellent, psychologist professor was excellent, and some of these professors was on the state board, which means to say that you got the best of the best. The reason I joined the Visiting Nurse Service of New York was because I have a girlfriend, one of my friends, that worked with them for 10 years prior to me joining them. And she have encouraged me, whereas she said that it's an organization where you learn a lot, you have that background, or you have that body of people that you learn from, plus it is one of the biggest home care agency in the country. And at that time, that's why I wanted to get away from the hospital setting, because with the hospital, you see, and I have also mentioned that you have seen the patients, you have them there with you, but then when they leave, you don't have them anymore. They like go back to the community, or if they're expired or whatever the case may be. So my girlfriend also encouraged me to come to the Visiting Nurse Service of New York. I joined the Visiting Nurse Service of New York 5 years ago. What it is, I joined the CHOICE program, and the CHOICE program is a managed long-term care program, where it is Medicaid managed. But what makes this program unique from probably all the rest of the other programs is that we have all disciplines in this program. We have, where myself as a nurse, we have the members, we have social workers, we have physical therapists, we have nutritionists, and we also have doctors that makes visits at the home. So you have a member that you have, but they might also have all type of other social issues, and they don't have to pick up the phone and call another telephone number to get a social worker, to get a physical therapist. They would call, the nurse and say, listen, I just spoke to my doctor. He said that I think I need physical therapy. Then that patient or member wouldn't have to pick up the phone and maybe call their insurance company to find out if I can have physical. This is something that the nurse will do. So we do everything for the member. We refer them. If there's a problem that's identified, we would refer them to the respectful discipline. The reason why I joined community care also, because you have that close relationship, and you don't have the close relationship just with a patient. You have it also with a family. And there's maybe a daughter that lives out of state. You can pick that phone up, call the daughter. The daughter can call VNS on that 1800 number, and they can say, can I speak to, and that communication is there because it's the whole body that you're dealing with. You're dealing with, maybe it's an aunt, an uncle, some family member, or some patients don't even have family members. They might have a friend in the building that's close to them.